Today I am making bobotie. In a hot pan, add olive oil and butter. In this little pot on the side, I'm boiling some brown rice with 1 teaspoon of turmeric. You can use whatever rice you like. I'm adding in 2 chopped onions, 1 stick of finely chopped celery, and 1 large grated carrot. Stir fry the veggies on a high heat until they start to caramelize. This will take about 10 minutes. While the veggies are caramelizing, in a separate bowl I have 3 slices of white bread and 1 cup of cream. You could also use milk instead of cream, but I have too much cream in my refrigerator and I'm going to use that instead of milk. Then once it's soaked, you can just kind of chop it up with a wooden spoon and turn it into a bit of a mash. Once your veggies have browned slightly, I'm adding in 1 kilogram of beef mince, 2 tablespoons of spicy curry powder, but you could use whatever curry powder you like, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, and then I'm also going to be adding a tablespoon of salt and a teaspoon of black pepper. Try and kind of get your meat chopped up as small as possible with the wooden spoon. Mix it in well with vegetables and let the meat completely brown on high heat. Once the meat is completely browned, you can turn off the heat. I'm adding in 1 grated apple. You could use whatever kind of apple you have. I'm adding in half a cup of balsamic vinegar. I know it seems like a lot, but it works with this recipe. 1 tablespoon of apricot jam, and then give it a good stir. And now I'm going to be adding it into my bowl with my bread and cream mix. Give that all a good stir, and then I'm getting my oven ready. This bobotie is going to bake on a low heat for about 45 minutes. Just depends on your oven. I'm setting my oven to 150 degrees. Then I'm adding my meat mixture into a baking dish and spread it out evenly. I've never actually made bobotie before, so this is my first time making it, but I've eaten lots of it. I'm adding in a few bay leaves, kind of for a little bit of flavor and also decoration. My rice looks like it's ready, and I'm adding in about a handful of mixed raisins and sultanas. I'm going to cover the pot and leave it off the heat. Actually, I like leaving it on top of the little oven because it keeps the rice warm and it kind of steams while my bobotie is baking. Okay, so it's been about 40 minutes. The bobotie is looking beautiful. I'm now mixing in 3 eggs into half a cup of cream, but you can use milk once again, and a pinch of salt. And now this forms the top layer of the dish. So pour over your eggy, milky, creamy mixture, and then we're going to turn up the heat on the oven from 150 to 180 and just wait for this top to completely brown. Wow, this looks and smells absolutely amazing. This portion could easily serve 6 to 8 people with enough rice, and bobotie can traditionally also be eaten with some sambals on the side, like coconut, banana, coriander, whatever really you like. But I'm having mine without any sambals today. I'm just dishing up a piece of bobotie on my yellow rice with raisins, which is quite traditional. This recipe actually dates back to the 17th century, and it's a South African favorite really. You could even bake this into a pie or wrap this mix into spring rolls, however you like, but it's definitely worth a try. It's absolutely delicious. I was thinking about having a little bit of spice chutney on the side, but actually this is spicy enough, and the raisins kind of give it a lovely sweet flavor as well. So I'm super happy with this. Deep curry flavors, a rich eggy topping. And yep, please try this recipe at home, and thanks for watching. Bye!